Hey, and welcome to Change Coach Conversation number 4. Your clients' outcomes are not on you. So, in this Change Coach conversation, I want to talk about your role as a coach and kind of your responsibility. What is your responsibility? What's not? What is on you to do and what isn't? So, this coaching thing is so fun and challenging and creative. It's a little bit like trying to describe a sunset to someone who can't see it. So you can see the most beautiful sunset and you want to describe it to someone else, and you use all the words and all the metaphors and all the tools that you have at your disposal, but they're never going to see like your sunset. You can't give them your sunset. All you can do, and it's not really all you can do because it goes a long way, but you're trying to articulate in words and in feelings and in stories something that is really impossible to fully articulate, truly impossible to really put this in words. But we try and we point and we give clues, and along the way, our clients see things. Now, they won't see your sunset. And when we're coaching someone, they can't have your insight. So if you've deeply seen something, unfortunately, we can't just take it and give it to them as much as we really, really want to sometimes. But again, we just go on this mission to point and give clues, and we use our own feeling and our own energy and stories and metaphors, and we pull the wisdom out of them with questions and so many amazing things that we have at our disposal to point them in the direction to have their own insight or to see their own sunset in that example. And what's amazing about this is that we're all designed to see this. We're all designed, like once we're just pointed in the right direction, we're designed to see these things, to really have insights about how life works and to feel this freedom that is who we truly are. So we have that going for us. Now, why I wanted to make a whole Change Coach conversation about this is because I see this all the time, especially with new coaches. We tend to kind of, and we don't even do it, our mind does. Our mind kind of makes us think this is all about us. Like we have this idea somewhere that we pick this idea up along the way that if we're stumbling through this, and that's truly how it feels to me most of the time, stumbling through trying to articulate something that words will never, ever capture. As we're stumbling through this and pointing and using all of our tools and kind of saying, no, try it this way. And do you see that? And do you see this? We can take that really seriously, and we can look to our client and what they're seeing and their insights and their outcomes and put that on ourselves. And again, as I hope you're hearing as I'm describing this, it can't possibly be on us. Even with the absolute best pointers, the most skillful pointers, and we as coaches, that is our responsibility to get really skillful and really good at how we point, and we can improve in that a lot. Even with the absolute best pointers, it is not at all on us what a person sees from that. It just isn't. We can give all the right clues and they just miss it, and that happens all the time. But it's great to know that, right? It's great to know that because it takes so much off of us. We're never needing to hang on our client's outcome. All we need to do, our whole job, is to go in and point the best we can and be in this dance with them, be in this conversation, and just keep pointing until something lands. And if nothing lands, which happens sometimes, truly it happens, that's okay. All that means too is that it didn't land on your watch. It means it didn't land in this conversation or as far as you know. But again, as I always tell my coaches, it's like so often, I can't even tell you how often we are in this conversation, in this exploration with someone, and maybe it lands for them with the next coach they work with, or when they read a book, that's similar 6 months down the road, or the next time they go for a walk in the woods. We don't know, and we don't need to know. So I love this because it's like it chops off that whole end of the equation that our mind is spinning on. It's like, did I do it right? Did I get them somewhere? Did they have an insight? If things change for them? We just kind of chop that off, and your mind will go there. And it goes there because we care. Honestly, it goes there. It's so well-meaning. It goes there because we care, because we want to have impact. But we can also get really familiar with the truth, which is that none of that is our business and none of that is on us. We just show up and we point and we're in this dance and we're in this exploration and they see things. And so again, what's really amazing about this is that because each of us is designed to see new things and have insights that are incredibly helpful, we can feel like we're missing the mark. And again, that would just be a story your mind is telling you. It's your mind's judgment. But a lot of the time, I'll use myself as an example. I feel like I'm kind of stumbling through this. I'm just, trying to articulate something that is literally impossible to articulate with words. There's a feeling, it feels kind of challenging and fun and creative to me, but it can feel a little angsty. And it's also felt that way at times. There's this feeling of like, oh, I just want you to I wish I could just show you what I see, or just say something that allows it to get fully clear and realized for you. And even when we can't, even when we feel like we're stumbling through it and they're frustrated and it feels like nothing's landing, I can't tell you how often people come back and say, I heard something in that, or we are just like, oh man, that did not go well. And then again, they have an insight. Often our clients will have insights that we have not had. I've had many, many people I'm talking with see things at a level, who knows, but it feels deeper than I've ever seen things. That's incredible. And again, that's all down to the fact that we're made for this. And it's not all on us as the coach. So their outcomes, how it goes for them, their insights, not about us. Our job is to show up and give these clues and point in a direction and have fun doing it. Be down for the challenge. Know that we're describing something that's indescribable. So it's going to be hard. It's going to feel hard. And that's okay. That is how it is for even the most experienced coaches. So I hope this is helpful and I hope it takes a little off your mind, truly. I mean, this is such fun, creative, challenging work that we do. And we get to keep getting better at our pointing, and ultimately they'll see what they see, and we all win in that equation. We can't give them anything, truly. So if you would like to explore this more, if you're intrigued and want to do this amazing, challenging, creative, fun work and want to learn to point people in the best way you can point, again, their outcomes won't be on you, but you can get really good at pointing. Please look into the Change Coach Training Program. It's an amazing program, really, with a high level of support and guidance. It's a small group. You're coaching and pointing the whole way through. I'm in there giving feedback and guidance the whole way through. And you really, really come to see a lot and hone your skill. So check that out at the link below. And I'll be back next week with another Change Coach conversation.